Hi everyone, so I'm going to be doing a question and answer in this video. I asked a bunch of you to ask me some questions. I posted a comment in one of my videos asking for questions, and I posted something on Instagram asking for questions for a question and answer. And in this video I'm going to answer your questions. And I'm also doing the Meet the Artist tag, which is where you draw yourself and draw things that you like and things that you use and stuff like that. You draw your art supplies and your likes and your dislikes. So I'll be working on that in this video while I answer the questions. And this video is also a thank you for 25,000 subscribers. It was going to be a thank you for 20,000 subscribers, but I've hit 25,000 since then, and I figured that 25,000 is like a quarter of 100,000, so I thought that was a good milestone to do a special video for. I just want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed to me, new subscribers, old subscribers, it doesn't matter. I really appreciate all of you, and the fact that you like my videos really means a lot to me, so I wanted to do a question and answer for you. And I think I got around 20 to 30 questions based on the comment and the Instagram post that I made, so I'll just get started. I got a lot of questions asking me when I started drawing, why did I start YouTube, what made me want to start drawing, and just a bunch of questions like that, so maybe I'll just answer those kind of all together. So my whole life I've been interested in art. I always would look forward to art class. I always liked doing crafts, and I would draw too, but it wasn't until my dad showed me this how to draw anime tutorial thing. It was on my DS, actually, my Nintendo DS. I had one of those cards that you could put your own files and stuff onto, or your own games, or games that you got online onto the card, and he got these flip book things, and one of them was a how to draw book. And I just remember seeing the way that the artist drew the final product, and I just thought that was so cool. And I kept trying to do it, and I kept following the instructions. And then I don't know how I discovered YouTube, but I did. I was following a lot of YouTube artists like Sophie Chan and Mark Crilly. I think those were the two big ones I was following that really made me want to start my own channel. And eventually in 2013, that would have been grade 9 for me, halfway through grade 9. It was in February I made my channel, and then I made a Valentine's Day themed drawing, but I posted it on the 15th of the channel, and that was my first video. And I've been posting videos pretty much every month since then, and only recently this year, when 2016, the fall, I started posting regularly because I was out of school, and I started posting twice a week consistently until right now. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this up while I'm in college, but I'm going to try to at least do one video a week. 2 would be ideal though, but that's kind of how I started drawing. I just kind of never really stopped drawing. Once I knew that the anime style existed, I kept trying to perfect it. I would, of course, lose interest for a few months, and I would come back all inspired, yes, I want to get better. And then when I would start drawing, I would see myself getting better, then I would stop. And then once I kind of started my YouTube channel, I never ever stopped drawing. It's only been 4.5 years-ish of being on my YouTube channel, but I feel like I've improved a lot since 2013, and since I actually started drawing, which would have been maybe grade 5 or 6, which was a long time ago. Someone asked, do you think that fan art artists are bad? I don't think there's anything wrong with doing fan art. I think it's a good way to show your appreciation for shows and movies, and I think it's also good practice because it kind of forces you to draw something that isn't your own design, and it's something that I want to do more, actually. And someone asked, which field of art are you planning to pursue in? I actually just a month or so ago, got accepted to an illustration program. It's kind of broad. I'm not sure exactly which path I want to go down though. Concept art has always interested me, but I also like graphic design, but I also just like doing freelance illustration stuff. So honestly, either of those would be fine. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna find out more about what I want to do once I'm actually in school. I'm hoping that's what school will help me with. Someone said, do you intend on doing any live streams? I've done just a handful of live streams in the past, but I definitely want to do regular live streams one day. I don't know if I can this year, but maybe next year. I might do some this summer. I'm not sure. I have my Twitch channel all set up. If I do live streams, it'll be on Twitch. It's just under the same username, but I haven't really done any yet, so definitely though, I want to. Someone said, before drawing, do you make up a story for the characters, or do you just draw? It's not so much a story, it's more of the situation or the concept of it before I draw it, so I wanted to have some kind of small story or meaning behind why I drew it, or you can tell what's going on in the photo. I did one where a girl is standing in front of this like bunny creature thing in the forest. And you can kind of tell what's going on, like she's walking through the forest and she sees a bunny. Like it's a very, very simple concept like that I try to think of before I draw something. I don't really go in depth with the story. Someone asked, do you get insecure in the art world just by looking at your own art without any hate comments, just your mental self? And what's your least favorite medium? Definitely. I think everyone gets very insecure about their own art, especially when you compare yourself to other people, because you feel like you should be on their level even though they've been practicing longer than you have. So definitely get insecure. It's really common and normal for artists to get insecure, so it's kind of hard to like overcome that. I just try to not look at other artists' artwork so much if I'm feeling insecure and just focus on my own stuff. My least favorite medium, probably pastel, because I haven't done it that much and I find dry powdery medium like really hard to control, even though I kind of like working with charcoal, but only really large scale, like big, 18 by 24 papers. That big, definitely not small charcoal drawings. It's just really hard to control. Did you ever throw away a piece of art because of frustration? Yes. I've like ripped papers in half and like thrown them away. I try not to do that anymore so much, but I definitely have. How do you deal with art block? The best way I deal with art block is I either try to keep drawing and get past whatever is blocking me. So if I can't figure out the pose, I'll look up pictures of poses and try to copy those. But if that doesn't work, then I'll take a small break and try to come back to drawing. If I don't have any ideas, then I'll try to brainstorm. And sometimes I just need to take a lot of time just to kind of think about it. But I would still come back to it the same day, unless it was at night that I was having art block. But usually at night I don't. I find myself more creative at night. I don't know why. I guess I just feel more focused, and I feel like I can spend more time on something because it's already night and I have nothing else to do during that day. For art block, I just try to like push through, and it's important to take breaks if you have art block. Small breaks, like sometimes 10-minute breaks, can really help you figure out what's wrong with your drawing. Someone asked, when did you start drawing digitally? And I had to go to my DeviantArt to find this out, but it actually was in 2013. August 6th was the first digital drawing I posted to my DeviantArt. I'll put it up on the screen so you can see it, and I was just using like a really small tablet that my dad had. I think it was like a sapphire Wacom thing. I think it was called a graphire tablet, but I'm not sure if that's actually the name of it. Maybe I'll put a picture of that on the screen too, of the tablet that I used to do this. And then I think, okay, let me check. That was 2013. And then I was really into it. Like I kept doing digital drawings, and then for Christmas my parents got me an Intuos Pro small tablet, and that worked really well for me. And then last year I got myself a Cintiq Companion 2 just because I like the portability of it. It's really expensive, my goodness, I used up all my savings for that, but I got it last year. I think it was in May. I've had it for about a year and a bit now, and I love it so much. So August 2013 is when I started drawing digitally. How would you describe your art style? I don't really know, because it used to be anime, and then it was like semi-realistic, kind of anime semi-realistic, and now it's kind of like a cartoony anime style. Like I've kind of circled back around to the anime cartoony type stuff, but I would describe it as cartoony, semi-realistic cartoon, because I kind of paint it. I paint detailed, but it's cartoon characters. I don't really know how I would describe my style because it's still changing a lot, but I'm definitely gravitating towards more of a cartoony style. Someone asked, are you a self-taught artist? And I am, except for like high school art class. I did learn a couple things there about painting, which really helped me paint better. And I also took some life drawing classes this past year at the college I'm going to be going to. So once I'm in college, I don't think I'd consider myself completely self-taught anymore because I'll be in school. But so far I'm pretty much self-taught. A lot of the things, especially my digital art, is self-taught. Someone asked, I'm thinking about posting my artwork online, but I'm very anxious about it. Do you have any advice? So I did reply to this person, but I want to reply here too. I would say a lot of people are really nervous to post their art online. Like even I am, like some of the things I make, I'm just really worried about what people will think of it. But once you realize that there's a lot of people in the same boat as you who don't seem like they're nervous to be posting their art, but they are. And there's just so many good things about posting your art online. You're gonna meet a lot of other artists that you have a lot in common with. It's just this whole community that's really amazing to be a part of. If you're really anxious about it, just try to think about all the good reasons to post your art. Just know that constructive criticism will come, and it might seem like the person is kind of hating on you, but it actually is really useful to help you improve. And when you improve, then you just feel even more confident. So the more you post your art, the easier it gets. Like, trust me, once you get over the initial shock of posting it, it'll be like, well, one of my drawings are already out there, might as well post another one. And if you want, start off with smaller scribbly sketches or stuff that you don't really care that much about, and then work your way towards your more complicated drawings. That way you don't reveal all of your drawings at once. You kind of ease yourself into it. That would be my advice. Someone asked, how did you find your style? It's been about a year since I started to really focus on changing my style. I do have a video on my channel talking about how I would approach finding your style, and I'm going to be making a part 2 to that video as well. Someone asked, how'd you get the name Gel Arts? My username used to be Miss Doodle Girl. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but it used to be that, and I changed it. I don't remember when I changed it, but JEL relates to my name, so that's all I'll say. Someone asked, what's your favorite watercolor painting? I don't know if you mean my favorite watercolor painting, but it's probably the one I did recently. I'll put it on the screen. Someone asked, do you like to swim? I'm not a very good swimmer. I can't tread water, but I like it from time to time. Someone said, dogs or cats? I've only grown up with a dog, but I am equally interested in cats. I would love to have both and have them be friends, but I don't know if that's realistic. I guess maybe if you raise them together, or if like the cat's really friendly or the dog's really friendly, it might work. I know it works with a lot of people, having a dog and a cat, so. And I thought this was a good question to end off with. What are your top 4 mediums to work with in order of greatest to least? At this point, I'd have to say digital be my number 1, then watercolor, this is hard, then pencil, graphite, I guess, like regular sketching pencils. I think I like those. And I'd have to also say acrylic paint, because you can paint over your mistakes. And I'm sure I like gouache just as much, but I haven't had that much experience with it. So digital, watercolor, pencil, and acrylic paint. That's my top 4. So thank you to everyone who asked me questions. Like, it really means a lot to me that you're curious about some things with my art. And thank you to everyone who subscribed to me. I can't believe I've hit 25,000 subscribers already. It's kind of weird for me to think about, because I was so used to seeing like under 10,000, and then I reached 10,000, then I reached 20,000, I went 25,000. And it's not just numbers to me. Like, all of those numbers, it's someone who decided that they liked my art and that they wanted to subscribe. So just thank you to everyone. I really appreciate you watching my videos. I hope you found this question and answer interesting, and I will see you in my next video.